Augusto Cury, 1958, is a Brazilian psychiatrist and writer. The greatest adventure of a human being is to travel, and the greatest journey anyone can undertake, it's within yourself. And the most exciting way to do it is to read a book. For a book reveals that life is the greatest of all books, but it's not very useful for those who don't know how to read between the lines and discover what the words didn't say. Big ideas come from observing the small details. Being happy means stopping being a victim of problems and becoming an author of your own story. It's crossing deserts outside of yourself, but being able to find an oasis in the recesses of your soul. It's thanking God every morning for the miracle of life. I may have flaws, be anxious, and sometimes get irritated, but I don't forget that my life is the biggest company in the world, and I can prevent it from going bankrupt. Being happy is recognizing that life is worth living, despite all the challenges, misunderstandings, and periods of crisis. Being happy means stopping being a victim of problems and becoming the author of your own story. It's crossing deserts outside of yourself, but being able to find an oasis in the recesses of your soul. It's thanking God every morning for the miracle of life. Being happy is not being afraid of your own feelings. It's knowing how to talk about yourself. It is having the courage to hear not. It's having the confidence to receive criticism, even if it's unfair. You may have flaws, be anxious, and get angry sometimes, but don't forget that your life is the biggest company in the world. Only you can prevent it from going bankrupt. There are many people who need, admire, and root for you. It is important that you always remember that being happy is not having a sky without storms, paths without accidents, work without fatigue, relationships without disappointments. Being happy is finding strength in forgiveness, hope in battles, security in the face of fear, love in disagreements. Violence generates violence. The weak judge and condemn, but the strong forgive and understand. A wise person is a human being who has the courage to go before the mirror of his soul, to recognize his mistakes and failures, and use them to plant the most beautiful seeds in the soil of his intelligence. I made friends. I faced defeats. I overcame obstacles. I knocked on the door of life and I said, I'm not afraid to live it. Being an entrepreneur means executing your dreams, even if there are risks. It's about facing problems, even if you don't have the strength. It's walking through unknown places, even without a compass. It's taking actions that no one else has taken. It is being aware that whoever wins without obstacles triumphs without glory. It's not waiting for an inheritance, but building a history. How many projects have you left behind? How many times have your fears blocked your dreams? Being an entrepreneur is not about waiting for happiness to happen, but about achieving it. Do not doubt the value of life, peace, love, the pleasure of living. In short, everything that makes life flourish. But doubt everything that compromises you. Doubt the control that misery, anxiety, selfishness, intolerance, and irritability have over you. Use doubt as a tool to clean the delicate stage of your mind with the same commitment with which you perform oral hygiene. The past is a glass curtain. Happy are those who observe the past to be able to walk in the future. When we are abandoned by the world, loneliness is surmountable. When we are abandoned by ourselves, loneliness is almost incurable. Everyone wants the scent of flowers, but few get their hands dirty to grow them. The enemies we have not forgiven will sleep in our bed and disturb our sleep. Never has someone so big made himself so small to make the little ones big. The greatest leader is the one who recognizes his smallness, draws strength from his humility, and experiences his fragility. An intelligent person learns from their mistakes. A wise person learns from the mistakes of others. Despite our flaws, we need to see that we are unique pearls in the theater of life and understand that there are no successful people or failed people. What exists are people who fight for their dreams or give up on them. Being happy means stopping being a victim of problems and becoming an author of your own story. Lead young people to see the simple moments, the strength that emerges from losses, the security that emerges from chaos, the greatness that emanates from small gestures. A thief steals treasure but does not steal intelligence. A crisis destroys an inheritance but not a profession. It doesn't matter if you don't have money, you are a rich person because you have the greatest of all capitals, your intelligence. Invest in it, study,